Why Turtle rehearses arguments that never happen. You're in the shower, perfectly clean, perfectly safe, and somehow you're winning an argument that happened 3 years ago. You finally said the perfect thing. The other person is speechless. Justice is served. And then the water goes cold, and you remember, that argument ended with you saying, "Yeah, okay, fine," and walking away. Your brain did it again. Turtle was making tea. Simple task. Kettle on, wait, pour. But somewhere between the kettle and the cup, his brain opened a completely different tab. His boss said something slightly weird last Tuesday. What did he mean by that? Was that a dig? It felt like a dig. Okay, so if he brings it up again, Turtle is going to say, actually, no. Turtle is going to stay calm, very calm. He's going to look him dead in the eye and say, and then the kettle started screaming and Turtle burned his hand. The argument never happened. The burn was very real. So why does your brain do this? Why does it insist on rehearsing fights that will never happen with people who have probably forgotten you exist? Your brain has one job above everything else. Not happiness, not productivity, survival. And to survive, it needs to be prepared for threats, for conflict, for the moment someone challenges you and you need to respond. So it runs simulations, constantly, like a little soldier doing drills for a war that was canceled. The problem is, your brain cannot tell the difference between a real threat and a remembered one. Your coworker's weird comment from Tuesday, your nervous system filed that under unresolved danger, and it will keep running that simulation until it feels safe, until you win, until there's closure. But the closure never comes because the argument isn't real. So the simulation keeps running. Shower, tea, 2 a.m., driving. Doesn't matter. Your brain will find the time. This has an actual name, by the way. It's called rumination. Your brain chewing on a thought it cannot swallow. You keep revisiting the same moment, the same conversation, the same person. Not because you enjoy it, but because your brain genuinely believes that if it thinks about it hard enough, long enough, perfectly enough, it will finally resolve it. It will not resolve it. You will just be late for work. And the funniest part?
The arguments your brain rehearses are absolutely legendary.
Devastating comebacks, perfect logic, surgical emotional precision. You are an absolute genius in these scenarios. You have never been more articulate in your entire life. Then the actual conversation happens. Someone says something mildly annoying, and you say, haha, yeah, no worries, every single time. So what do you actually do about this? First, notice the spiral before you're deep in it. The moment you catch yourself rehearsing, just say, there it is. Don't fight it. Don't shame yourself. Just name it. Your brain calms down faster when you acknowledge what it's doing rather than pretending it isn't happening. Second, give your brain the closure it's looking for. Write the argument down, the whole thing. What they said, what you wanted to say it on paper. Your brain doesn't actually need the other person to be there. It just needs the thought to go somewhere outside your head. Write it, close the notebook, done. Third, ask yourself one question. Is this a real problem or a maybe problem? Most rumination is about things that might happen, things that could go wrong, conversations that haven't happened yet. If the answer is maybe, your brain has no business running that simulation right now. Gently bring yourself back. Make your tea.
Don't burn your hand. Turtle finished his tea eventually, cold by then. He never had that conversation with his boss. Turns out the weird comment was just his boss having a bad day. It meant nothing. The entire war Turtle prepared for canceled before it started. But hey, his imaginary comeback was incredible. Truly, a masterpiece. Just for no one, in the shower, on a Tuesday. Your brain is not broken. It's just very, very prepared. For absolutely nothing. See you next time.